Hello YouTube, this is Rex Diney here. Welcome back for another episode. So today I'm going to get back to my Astrologian. As I did earlier, I just kind of started back on it. And very close to level 56. Up for sale real quick. Now that I can, because earlier my inventory was so stuffed up that I couldn't do anything but wait. I do still need to run A3, Alexander 3, floor 3 for my weekly drop. So, I know I was going to do something else. Let's sell from the retainers inventory instead. That stuff is worthless. I usually don't always go very far away from Hi Geek, how you doing, man? I'm back with my mean face, my super mean face. Just putting some things up on my retainer here before I get started. I don't have really much else to sell. I've had this crap on my retainer forever. It's about time I start cleaning the house again. But it takes so long. It takes like 2 hours every time I clean my inventory. And then it's like, it's just back to rubbish again in no time. Anyway, I think I'm done with that. I'm almost there to get my Zodiac weapon. I just need a couple more 1,000 gil to get that. Not too bad this time. Yeah, I know all about pre-getting started stuff. It's kind of blah, but. Hey Geek, check out my mount I just got the other day. Yeah, this is my Paladin mount. You get this for completing 200 8-man raids with the Paladin. It's pretty freaking awesome. I think it's the coolest mount ever. But that's just me. Be right back, gonna get some Pop-Tarts. Oh, okay. I've always kind of sort of had that problem with the game overpowering my voice. I don't talk incredibly loud, but Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool mount. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do A3 to try to get my weekly drop here. I know I did it a couple times earlier, but I haven't got my drop yet, so maybe they'll let it be a flying mount someday. Wouldn't that be wicked? I thought about that, you know, the other day. I was like, man, what if they make this a flying mount? That would be awesome. See the lion sprout wings and fly through the wind. That'd be epic. All right, Alexander floor 3. Let's get going. And that is how it's done. All in one mob. I love the music here. It's just awesome. And if you guys haven't seen Puerto Rican Geek's channel, go check it out. He's a Final Fantasy 14 streamer, as well amongst other games. So yeah, go check his channel out if you haven't already. It's fun to watch. More fun than myself. I always thought this boss was quite interesting in design. Mr. Jiggly Man. Becky's Pop-Tarts. Oh, I've never seen this before. Yeah, this is Alexander Floor 3 geek. You guys haven't seen this yet. So. Whoa. Need to pop some cooldowns. That was quite a hard hit. You'll get here once you hit level 60, and I think this starts at item level 170. I want to say. So that's what you start out in Alexander, item level 170. Yeah, I do spam my action buttons because I have the mouse that I have. It's like I have all my buttons on my mouse, so it's like I'm kind of a freak when it comes to that. Sorry, if that's annoying. I apologize. Almost brought the farm there. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. I got a little bit of a lag there. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm streaming. Okay, these guys are not doing too well. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with maybe YouTube is lagging, making my game lag. I don't know. Usually it's not that bad. So, not sure what's going on there. Yeah, the lag is no joke. Well, that's nice. Yeah, not lag, just delay. All right, now I'm gonna try to concentrate here. So. Tempered will. Yeah, that hand hits like a truck. Living Liquid reminds you of the Terminator 2 in the Abyss. Yeah. It does, kinda, now I think about it like that. I just watched the new Terminator the other day, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Everybody said that they hated it, but I kind of enjoyed it. Actually, I thought it was a good reboot. Oh, it's shocking we made it through that, man. Don't let too many ads get through. Yeah, it wasn't too shabby. Yeah, I didn't think it was. I thought they did an okay job on it. But considering the amount of money that it did not make, it probably won't do another one for a while. But I kind of like the Terminator, series. One thing I wish they would have brought back was the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I thought that was an awesome TV show, man. I was disappointed when they cut it. Yeah, and if you watch Game of Thrones, the new Sarah Connor is Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. I don't know what the actor's name is, but I didn't do it fast enough. Jeez. Crap. Well, I'm sucking today, so Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know that, Geek. This is the first time I've wiped this, so more than once. Man, what was wrong with me today? These guys aren't playing too hot either, so I wouldn't mind getting re-queuing for a new bunch. How's that, Geek? Hope you can hear me better now. Alright. Tank is only as good as his healer. That is so true. So true. Yeah, but even like when on the ad phase, like we were taking an incredibly large amount of damage, like we shouldn't have been taking that much damage. It's because DPS was allowing all the ads to get to the end, so I think we got one that's out. Somebody DC'd. I can only DPS those ads so much because I'm a tank. So let's face it, I don't deal a lot of damage. Alright, I'm going to face this to the party this time for damage distribution, so I don't take that much damage. Alright. Okay, yeah, that's better. Good. Sorry about that. Hey Geek, have you ever had you know, a lot of problems with people trolling your channel. I don't know what it is, but like my channel just seems to attract trolls. Well, it wasn't as bad as last time. Okay, people get out of the way. Yeah. I usually have to block a user almost every time I stream. You only had it once. You're lucky, my friend. I don't know, I guess it's just me. Hopefully this is going to be the last time I attempt this. We'll beat it this time. Oh dear. Cooldown time. Add phase again. Guy named Fallout 4 whatnot was calling me stick wetback, all my things, so I just laughed at him and mostly ignored him. He got bored at the fact that he didn't get a rise out of me. You can do it. Yeah. That guy just came out of nowhere. I was reading and not paying attention. Alright. They let that one get through, and this one's gonna get through. Thank God that's the last one, though. Oh my God. I had the hollow ground on that one. And we're wiped. Oh my god. This party ain't gonna make it. Like, I've lost faith in this group. Oh god. Yes, we need the vote abandoned, please. Yeah, thank you for not saying that. Geek. That really would have not been good. But it would have been kind of funny. I would, even though it would be talking bad about me, but it would have been kind of funny, I guess. Alright. Alright, I've decided not to try that again. I'm just gonna go Astro into the Airy and go ahead and ding this level 56. See if anything sold while I was in there. Hey, I think so. A grand 380 gil. Isn't that wonderful? Man, I can't believe it. It's a lot of money. Hey, there's a little bit more. Hey, I can go turn in my Zodiac quest now. I can go turn in my Zodiac quest for the Summoner. I slightly recall there was a... I gotta look up this where to buy this item from. The Furite Sand. White brim front. Alright. So yeah, I had been doing my my Zodiac quest. I'm rich. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, on a previous video, I had over 1 million. Yeah, I was leveling up, not leveling up, but I was getting my Zodiac weapon for. I was getting my Zodiac weapon for the Summoner, and so I was also leveling up my Fisher in between, and I got to like level 41 on my Fisher, and then I got impatient and started doing Leves, and so I would pop the Leave and then go buy the item off the turn-in item off the market board. So I spent about 500k doing that, all the way to level 50, and then when I got that done, I got all my dungeons done for the Zodiac weapon, and then I had to buy all the crafted items because I wasn't going to level up all those descents. So I spent about the rest of my money. I spent the rest of my money on those items. So, yeah, that's what happened to my money. I haven't touched Zodiac since Atma. I was totally turned off from that. Yeah, it's a long haul. I can tell you that. It's a long haul. So if you don't have the patience for the Zodiac weapon, then it's not for you. But I actually kind of enjoy it. I don't know why, but in a morbid sort of way, I enjoy grinding for the Zodiac weapon, just because it's a cool looking weapon, and it's like, you know, when you whip that out, it's like, man, that guy worked hard for that weapon. type of type of achievement, you know. So what's this NPC called? The Merchant and Mender. There he is, in all of his splendor. And this is the last item that I have to bother with. Now I am officially broke. But it's worth it. Yeah, it's a nice way of doing it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it'll break you. It'll definitely break you. Because like when you get all the dungeon drops done, and you to the very end of it where you have to get all the crafted items, if you don't have the desynth to get those items, then you have to buy them, and they're about 124,000 gil a piece because you have to buy them all HQ to turn in for the quest. So it kind of sucks, but but yeah, and it's about eight different items. I want to say 8 or 9 different items. So yeah, it's about 1 million. If you don't have over 1 million, then you're just not gonna get it. Some people are masochists. They enjoy the game, putting them through pain and agony. New players are. I've got stuff on my retainers. I'm not worried about it. I'll, in another hour or so, I'll, have like 20,000. So it's not that bad. So, before I do this part, I have to go to Blackbrush Station. This is where you go when you end it. I forgot to turn in the quest part. I was getting ahead of myself. This is what the Nexus looks like, geek. This is the Nexus weapon for the summoner. I think it looks pretty awesome. But the Zodiac weapon is better, naturally. So I was going to do this morning, but lack of funds prevented me. I think I'll do a roulette after this just to gain a little bit more money. Alright, there it is. There it is. For my paladin. What? Blocks of void glue. I'll remember that. No, that's not it. That's my leave. That's my guild leave. Yeah. It's time to go back to Jalzin now. Sparkly. Yeah, it is. It's glorious. All the weapons that glow are just fabulous. I think that's not the only one I've got. I've got the Paladin one, but I think it's on my retainer. But I can show you what the shield looks like. Oh no, that's the Nexus. There you go. That's the Zodiac shield. This is the shield that drops from turn 9 of the Binding Coil of Bahamut. And this is Shiva Extreme. Yeah. Okay. Wrong way, wrong way. So yeah, I was gonna try to level up those descents, but man, it would have taken too long. I would have just rather coughed up the cash. If Rax was truly alive, do you think she would name her mount Fluffy? I would like to think she would. Oh, really? Right when I'm about to turn this in? Ugh. Okay. Right when I'm about to turn in an epic quest. Dungeon pops. You know, Geek, I've been thinking about maybe doing a live stream for Phantasy Star Online 2. I've played it off and on for the past couple of years, and I just thought maybe that would be a cool live stream. But I don't know. The Final Fantasy XIV has almost ruined video games for me because I just about don't want to play anything else. Almost forgot my stance there. Yeah, every time I switch back to Astrologian, I kind of got to get used to it all over again. Don't believe I've ever been there before. Phantasy Star Online 2, never heard of it. It's a Phantasy Star Online 2 is a Japanese MMO. It hasn't come out in the U.S. yet, but a lot of the Phantasy Star fans are wanting it to, including myself. But I don't think they're personally. I mean, it's been out for like 2 years. I don't think they're ever going to make an English version of it or U.S. release of it. But it's a fun game, nonetheless. You know, you check it out. You know, look up a YouTube video of it. It's a pretty cool game. But yeah, but not. There not being any English there kind of hinders a lot of people from playing it. But you can still download it and play it. It's just you can't read anything. Fortunately, I studied Japanese for like 7 years, so I can still read it and speak it fairly, you know, enough to where I can play a video game anyway. So I thought about it. I downloaded Black Desert the other day, and that seems fun, but I haven't gone back to it yet. Having to connect to it through a VPN kind of made this connection a little slow. Yeah, these cards are kind of annoying to deal with. But I don't know, it makes the job a little bit interesting. But they're kind of annoying. say stupid crap like 本当にありがとうございますどういたしまして、ギックさん。But that's good though, geek. You know, you should learn it. It's a fun language. What's your highest level at the moment, geek? What's your highest job? Level 55 or 56? Yeah, geek-san. Ouch. That hurt. And of course the ad aggroes me first before anybody else. I don't know, I kind of dig the Astrologian. It's a pretty cool job. .58 Black Mage. That's cool. I never got into Black Mage, to be honest. Like, I mean, of course I have it. I have a level 50 Black Mage, but I don't know. There's something about that job that was just kind of like, I just never went back to it after I leveled it to 50. And when I leveled my Black Mage to 50, it was version 1.0. So, needless to say, it's probably made quite a few changes since then. So, like, yeah, every job in class was level 50 before 2.0 came out. So when 2.0 came out, I was kind of like, I have to relearn everything all over again. So, because it all just kind of, it all changed. Everything changed with 2.0. And then, of course, when the new jobs came out, like Summoner and Ninja and all that, like, I had to do that. My Summoner, of course, is leveled up, but not my Ninja. Haven't bothered with that one yet. I mean, I have, but it's a level 16, so it's kind of introductory. So, still got to do that. Probably gonna. I dabbled with it a little bit earlier yesterday, and kind of was thinking this is probably going to be a fun job. Like, I'm probably going to do this after I level up my Astro. Yeah, almost screwed up there. Yeah, it was kind of a shocker going from 1.0 to 2.0 because of the amount of changes that they made in the game was just crazy. But they were all good changes, you know. Thankfully, it was all good changes. So nothing went bad from 1.0 to 2.0. About the only negative drawback there was coming to 2.0 was the graphics are a little bit more cartoony than they were in 1.0. So the graphics are a little bit drawn back, but it's still, the game looks great still. So in my opinion anyway, I still think the game looks great. It's not quite as realistic as 1.0 was, but you know, I'll give up graphics for gameplay any day. Sorry, I haven't been too chatty. I've been knee deep in enemies on Star Wars main story quest. Did you prefer 1.0? I was about to commit you to an insane asylum. Yeah, no, I do not prefer 1.0 over this. Although I admit the people that I played with in 1.0, we still had fun with it, even though there wasn't that much to do in the game. But so I kind of have fond memories of it just because of the people that I played with back then. But no, I prefer this game any day over 1.0. So graphics were massively pumped in 1.0. My old computer back then could barely run it in the lowest settings. Yeah, I know. I had built a computer specifically to play version 1.0, and it still only hit like 41 frames per second. And back then I had a GTX 470, I think, or it was like a GTX 460 over 470, and an AMD Phenom 2 quad-core processor. And I thought, man, you know, this machine is gonna whip it, and it only got like 41 frames per second, which was still good for that game, granted, because most people got less than that, unless you had like a super, Core i7, beast of a computer. But yeah, and that costed me enough as it was, that computer that ran Final Fantasy 1.0. So yeah, the computer that I have now is of course way more powerful than what I had back then, but and even for the people that did have insanely spec'd computers, didn't get that, you couldn't beat the server lag no matter what system you were on. So either way, you still took the hit some way. Had a sneeze. Man, that one was like a tornado coming out of my nose. You make that a quote. That's a Rax quote. There's a tornado coming out of my nose. It was too much for its time, but yeah, it sounds like you had a very good rig back then. But I would love it if SC would bring back the old visuals. I agree. I don't know. Square Enix, I don't know if they would redo this graphics engine again, because it took them like what, 2 years to make this graphics engine. So I don't know. It would be nice if they updated it, but usually 9 times out of 10. When they make an MMO, they don't change anything as far as the graphics engine and all that stuff. They just leave it as is, and just give content updates. So it was a bit unheard of when Square Enix announced that they were going to drop 1.0's engine and create a whole new game. So quite unheard of indeed. Knows NATO. Yeah. Good old knows NATO. You know, I was in a subway the other day and I was listening to these guys. It was like the guy in front of me was talking to the guy making the sandwich about Sharknado, and like they were talking about it like they were really into it, you know. Like I was like, oh my god, like really? Like these guys are really talking about that movie like it was something good. I didn't even watch it because the title just was ridiculous enough. Like for any movie corporation to try to make that serious is crazy to me. But there's people out there that really liked it. Oh man, crazy people. Crazy people. Yeah, the moment I remember getting that email also, and the moment they announced that they put a new producer on it, I thought to myself, this game is not gonna last. Like they just fired the producer, so there's no way, you know, this game is gonna last. Ooh, I want that. I don't care about that though. But yeah, I'm glad it worked out the way it did though, because I love the game that they made. Start over from scratch. The good thing about it though was, I don't know why YouTube comment section is duplicating some things I say. It's not duplicating it on my end. So, I don't know. I think one of the party members said be right back. But yeah, the good thing about it was at least they gave us free. It was free to play for like a year and a half before they scratched it. But Yoshi P took it in the right direction before its, you know, untimely demise. At least there was, after Yoshida took it, there were things to do in the game. Before that, the only thing there was guild leaves, and that's why nobody played it, because it was a guild leaf grind until level 50, and then you were like, oh great, I have level 50 now, and there's nothing to do. So Yoshida changed that for sure. So, and actually, you know, he got Ifrit in there, and primal battles got started with him. So, yeah. The freebie period was shockingly sweet. Yeah. It's not, oh thank goodness, half of what I say ends up looking like this. Yeah. this dungeon's almost over. Give everybody a little buff there. It's strange that nobody hangs around for stone skin anymore, like, ever. Like, even when I start trying to stone skin the party, like, they just go. They're just like, I don't need that. I guess the whole white mage AoE stone skin has just kind of spoiled everybody. And I was looking at YouTube this morning. I saw a video of the final moments of 1.0. And I remember thinking to myself how frustrating that was, because I kept trying to stay logged in for the ending, and it just eventually got to a point to where you couldn't stay logged in because there was so many people trying to log in to see it. And it just kept failing. But, yeah, but that was majority of 1.0's lifespan. That's how it was the moment a conglomerate started to log on. Like, you couldn't get on at all. People were just DCing left and right. But I don't know. I think they might have planned that way, and then just show the clip afterwards of the ending of the scenario. Yeah. The people that never played healer have no concept of needing to stand still to get the stone skin buff. Yeah, I know. They just don't understand. They don't understand. You need to stay still to get this buff. So I don't have to binge heal you when you start the fight. Alright. This dungeon is almost over. Hey, I'm level 56. I just noticed that. I just noticed I leveled up. That's bad. It's probably because I've just been jabberjaws the whole time that I've been in this dungeon. So yeah, I'm usually not so talkative, but you know, since I have this special guest, you know, a geek here, the famous geek, you know, I have to be somewhat entertaining. Yeah, now I'm just gonna blast them. Blast away. Let's roll, let's roll. What are you guys doing? Oh, somebody was chatting. Don't stress on talking too much. I'm still in my game too. LOL. Yeah. I never got into Star Wars: The Old Republic. I never did, or SWORDER. I never did try it. It does look interesting. I would say that, but I just kind of never got on Final Fantasy 14 long enough to try it. Ah! Yeah, I could swore Nidhogg is saying, "Feed me." This is just almost exactly what it sounds like. Like that movie Little Shop of Horrors that came out in the 80s. Feed me, Simo, feed me. The moment I get everybody healed up, he's gonna do an AoE again. Told you. Alright. It's almost over. Well, it's about time for me to shave, man. I'm getting kind of gruffy. I should have gave that to the DPS. Oh well. Alright. I look like a Texan now. I never thought I never thought I had that much of an accent. I don't know what it is. Maybe I do. Maybe I just don't hear myself. That hurt. Alright. Good. Alright, level 56. Let's see what I got in the drop. See what drops we got here. Yeah, nothing for me. Nothing for me. Moving on. Man, it's an okay game, not bad. Substitution when I feel like taking a small break from 14. Yeah. Gruffy's all part and parcel. Anywho, it's almost 11 now, and I really need to hit the sack for tomorrow. See you around tomorrow after work or the weekend. Thanks for entertaining me. You're welcome, Geek, and thank you for watching my live stream. So, yeah, be sure to favorite it, so that, you know, if you got the YouTube app or whatever, it'll tell you when I'm online. So yeah. Thanks for checking out my channel. Take care. Now I'm gonna go turn in my Zodiac weapon. This is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Alright. We're gonna go to Zodiac Weapon Recreation. I gotta take it off first. Do I have anything I can use? Oh wow, I'll have a substitute weapon. That's okay. I have to go to my retainer and get it. Night Geek. Let's see here. I just need one thing to use so I can turn in this quest, because I actually have to take my weapon off in order to do it. Because you have to turn in your weapon. So, and you can't really take it off without something replacing it. So the moment you change weapons, you change classes. Anyway. The only kind of sad thing about it is I'm going to lose my shine. My Nexus shine is going to go away. But it's still not a big deal, because I'll get the once I do the Zeta quests, it'll glow again. Gotta get that glow. Duh. Yeah, and those items take a long time to get. So, got some stat upgrades there. See old bubbly pots there, hopping and skipping. Now I shall attempt to complete the arm with the Zodiac Scroll and flawless Alexandrite. And behold, who penned the original of this grimoire in times of eld is a mystery, yet it is said that the predictions of the world's end it holds are so dark as to destroy weak men's wills. Indeed. Boom shakalaka. There it is, the apocalypse. That is an awesome book. Cool, cool. Now I can start my Zeta quest. Oh. No, I have to... I don't think it's a quest to start. I think I just go and... I think I just go to that NPC and Swift Perch. Yeah. Yeah, this guy, Ramon. Alright, so now I've started the Zeta quest. So... that is just so awesome looking. Alright. So... I'm not going to grind for this Zeta yet, just yet. I really just want to continue focusing on my Astro. I still got to run the area? I thought at 56 I was able to... Oh, but I do have a job quest. Almost forgot about that. A new ability to learn. Alright, get on the new ability, the new job ability. Yeah, I think I'm going to just get this to 60 before I do anything else. Time dilation. I am happy to report that Leves is fine and well, and hasn't been attacked by bandits, dastards, curs, Charlian spies, or disgruntled knights once since her last encounter with the convictory. After restoring health to all the convictors, so they might return to getting wounded again, she journeyed northwest into the Dravanian forelands. If that journey was without incident, she should be in Tailfeather now, tending to the chocobo hunters there. Might I suggest that we go and join her, Rex? You may. Tailfeather it is. Rax, it is good to see you again. I pray you have not been neglecting your training now, but of course I actually have. Now you may be wondering why I chose Tailfeather, of all places, to visit next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I did not choose it at all. It chose me. The hunters here somehow heard of what we had done at the convictory, and placed a formal request to have me come and tend to the hamlet's wounded. I would like to believe this proof that word of the benefits of Charlian astrology is slowly but surely spreading through the realm. But enough talk. There are still many ailing souls that require succor. Would you and Jenna Quinard mind assisting me as you did in the Western Highlands? Of course. These men and women have chosen a horrendously dangerous profession. A chocobo's talons can rip, often, flesh to the bone, and a single kick can knock an otherwise hailed hunter out for sinnite, if he survives it. Many of them seem surprised, grateful of course, but surprised that we were here helping them. Does the hamlet not have its own healers? Do the temple knights not dispatch their hospitaliers? Hospitaliers. That's what hospitaliers. Is far from Ishgard. The Holy See only cares for the war with the dragons. It cannot be bothered with a handful of hunters, despite the fact these hunters are its citizens. I was told on my arrival that they manage with makeshift poultices created using herbs gathered from around the hamlet. When the wounds are more severe, they turn to their sole barber who, well, is also the local butcher. I'm sorry, my frustration with the situation coupled with the day's efforts have me slightly drained. Might I be allowed a few moments of respite? Quimperian Rex, would you be so kind as to accompany the lady on her stroll? It has been far too long since that Charlian assassin showed her face, and a reading I conducted earlier this morning showed a day rife with conflict and confusion. Well, there's a conflict coming. I'm glad you came, Rex. There is something important I must tell you. Since Geniquinard gave me my father's journal, I've spent my nights poring over his writings, trying to piece together what I could about his life. It appears he was hard-working and just. He trusted all and truly wanted to help people in need. He believed that knowledge should not be hoarded like food, but shared amongst the intellectually starved. He also knew that there were those who would see him stopped, persons who used their influence to trick and frighten the Forum into believing that knowledge should be kept at one's breast, persons who saw my father as a threat. His final few entries all speak of how he feared for his life, of how one man in particular was working to see him dead. That man's name is not important, for in the end, it turned out your father was killed by the very people he was foolish enough to trust. People who, in their slaying of a good man, proved that they were unworthy of the knowledge he so freely offered them. And now, here you are, making the same mistake as he. Continue with this foolishness, and you, too, will suffer his fate. Of course. Do not dare talk of my father as if you knew him. You know nothing. Your mind is as closed as the minds of those back in the old world who believed that hiding in their books will shield them from the pain and suffering of the real world. Such passion. It is a pity it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back safe in Charlian. The Forum recognizes your talent. You are an asset to our nation and its people. We would have you live a long and prosperous life, so that you may rise even higher than your father ever had. The opportunity to. Ah, but we both know you are far too stubborn to take this gift so graciously offered. You would rather fight, and you know. And you know. So would I. No more games, Leviva. Let us end this right here, right now, with your precious stars as our witness. Spare no one, not even the girl. Oh dear. And hopefully we'll not see you again. Are you all right? I heard the commotion and came as quickly as I could. Not as quickly as these four. You remember, the hunters so gravely wounded, not less than a bell ago. If memory serves me, they could barely lift a finger, let alone rush headlong into a heated battle and help turn the tide. Don't be too hard on the silk skirt. Silk shirt. Turns out we didn't need his help any road. Who'd have thought it, eh? Real life fighting astrologians. Now I truly have seen everything. I suppose you have, sir. Leviva, I dare say those men would not have risked their lives had they little respect for us or our craft. You are right, our actions here have done more to promote Charlian astrology than any long-winded discourse. Why, I expect this very night the tale of your daring deeds will be told 100 times over in mead halls across the Four Lands. Which means It will not be long before the Forum has heard as well. We Charlians may have officially abandoned this realm, but our ears remain. If the one who hired Seeley is who I think it is, then I expect not less than a formal edict of extradition to be issued. An edict of extradition, but Charlian has no power to force Ishgard to deliver you into their hands. Furthermore, what exactly is it you have done wrong, but allowed others to partake in your great nation's bottomless well of knowledge, as I did nearly 20 summers ago when I studied in their halls? Things changed after you left, Jeniquinard. Many even believe it was my father's death that tipped the scales in favor of closing Charlian's doors and locking away all our knowledge in the Forum. Deems it so. If the Forum deems it so, I could be arrested and imprisoned for the theft of national resources, and I see no reason why your Holy See, who has already shown disdain for our efforts, would stand in its way. So what do? Your grandfather, your father, they have given up so much to see you here. We cannot just concede defeat now that we have finally begun to make headway. I never said we would, Jane. I have no intention of giving up or giving in. Doing so would be to deny sacrifices made by my father and grandfather. The stars have shown me the path I must take. There is no other, and it begins back at Tailfeather, healing those who aided us. I will see the two of you in Ishgard once I have settled matters here. Quemperian will see I arrive unharmed. Yeah, whatever. All right. Back to the Foundation. Oh dear, I didn't even think about it, I just rushed through it. I wanted to read that. Time dilation. Extends the duration of beneficial effects you cast on a target by 15 seconds. That's a pretty cool ability, but it has a long recast time. So I'm going to have to use that one wisely, because it has quite a recast time on that sucker. Okay, so it's the odd number levels that take, oh, that's an even number, that take a long time, because now I don't have chain bonus, so blah. I guess I will run this once more. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it. I really need to go do some things anyway. I need to go to the store and blah blah blah. So, um, anyway, guys, don't forget to of course subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side when I'm streaming again. Probably, maybe later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. If not, definitely tomorrow. So, you know, stay tuned, guys, for more to come. Thanks for watching.